I broke away from my previous job because I was presented with an opportunity from a friend for my dream job as a sous chef. Well, the reason why I started doing my own thing was because I was tired of working under others. I was tired of being in the kitchen and not being appreciated. So I decided to venture out. And pretty well it's been pretty great. The current obstacles I face is the scheduling of cooks and full deliveries of items that we put out. Some obstacles and challenges I have as a personal chef is when I first arrive at my client's house, I have to make sure I have all my ingredients. If not, I have to leave and go get the ingredients I don't have. Or when my client wants something else that he did not tell me previously. I have worked in the industry so long, I'm still not accustomed to people calling me chef, so I just asked them to call me Yvonne. Being the chef means to me is I have to be humble because you never know what could happen on the job while you're cooking for others. I also have to be willing to teach and learn at the same time, but I also have to be able to take criticism. I started out cooking in the kitchen on side my mom for holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas. I started cooking with my grandmother Belinda. She was always in the kitchen cooking. Her food, you could never get it anywhere else. Leading others is a challenging role because you get to deal with a lot of personalities. You have those where they want to learn and they're so eager. Then you have those that's not so eager, and it's challenging because you have to put in more effort. But in the end, it's worth the challenge. Me as a personal chef, being able to lead others is very important because when I can't do it, I call in help, and being able to lead that help is very important. Sometimes there are people that are willing to be led, which is great, but other times I have to bring people down to earth and humble them, which is okay, but it causes a big rift in the kitchen because now I have to keep an eye on that person, or they may do something like send out a dish that's not cooked right, and now I have to fire them and I have to do it all. My future goals is to learn about food costs and food delivery so that I can learn to be able to be an executive chef in some kitchen or possibly this kitchen. My goals are to get more clients, such as families, so that I can network and get more clients. I will also love to learn more about Asian cuisine, such as Japanese, Chinese, and etc. One of my craziest stories is once I was working at a Mexican restaurant, and this customer comes and she orders a burrito. So I make the burrito exactly how she said she wanted it, and she even got a meal with it. And so we rung her up and we was giving her the food, and then all of a sudden she just got angry, started yelling. We were able to calm her down, and we asked her what was the problem, and she said we rung her up for too much. So we're telling her, ma'am, this is the price for everything she ordered. And so she got even more mad. She started just going off, and so then after all that, she stopped talking to us and she went back in the line. So I went back around and I remade a different burrito for her, and we made it all the way back to the front, and we rung it up, and it was the exact same price as the first burrito. She thought it was gonna be different because she had got something different on the burrito, and so she got even more upset, saying that we should now give her the burritos for free because now she's emotionally distraught. It was crazy. I enjoy the job because I get to teach others different menu items, different cooking styles. I get to also learn in regards to ordering different foods, ordering different items, and paper and doing the paperwork. I do get to travel with my clients because wherever the client goes, I go. So if the client goes somewhere, I have to go with the client. And when we land, I have to survey the area to make sure they have the ingredients I need at that place where we are at the moment. For instance, if a client wants something at 10 p.m. at night, I'm always working, so I have to make that for the client. Some successes are when I'm able to provide my client with everything they want. That is a big success. While some negatives are when I'm not able to provide my client with everything they want. And it can't be helped sometimes, but it happens. And that, to me, is considered a big failure.
My advice for someone who wants to be a chef would be to just go for it, take the plunge. I mean, you only live once. Seize the opportunity.
My advice as a personal chef to someone who wants to be a personal chef is to take the leap. Always trust your gut, trust yourself, because at the end of the day, no one can stop you. So just take the leap. Me, as a personal chef, I always go through things every day, but I overcome them. So should you. So just take the leap.